にそうかしら。よく見てほら。ね、わかるでしょ。全部。
Hey everyone and welcome back to another video. This video will be the top 10 list of where the main character becomes a villain. Let's see stories of good people who turn against humanity. And here are the top 10 most notorious. So, let's start our countdown. Coming in with 10 on the list is Jormungand. Brought up in a conflict-ridden environment, child soldier Jonathan Jonah Ma hates weapons and those who deals them. But when Coco Hetmatia, an international arms dealer, takes on Jonah as one of her bodyguards, he has little choice but to take up arms. Along with Coco's other bodyguards, composed of mostly former special ops soldiers, Jonah is now tasked with protecting Coco and her overly idealistic goal of world peace from the countless dangers that come from her line of work. Jormungand follows Coco, Jonah, and the rest of the crew as they travel the world selling weapons under the international shipping company HCL. As Coco's work is illegal under international law, she is forced to constantly sidestep both local and international authorities. With the CIA always hot on their trail, and assassins around every corner, Jonah and the crew must guard Coco and her dream of world peace with their lives or die trying. Next on the list is Charlotte. While on the surface, Yu Otasaka appears to be just another charming and intelligent teenager. But he has a secret. He has the ability to slip into people's minds and fully control their body for 5 seconds at a time. Yu has been using this skill for years to gain the highest grades, which allowed him to enter a prestigious high school. When the enigmatic Nao Tomori catches Yu using his power, she coerces him and his sister Ayumi into transferring to Hoshinmui Academy. This academy is a school for students with supernatural abilities. The student council of the school is tasked with secretly tracking down adolescents who abuse their powers. While Yu is forced to join the student council, and together, they face formidable challenges that bring him closer to the shocking truth that is his own. Hence, Charlotte explores the supernatural lives of these teenagers and the prices they must pay for being special.
Yo.
Coming in number 8 on the list is Psychopaths. In the 22nd century, Japan enforces the Sybil system, an objective means of determining the threat level of each citizen by examining their mental state for signs of criminal intent, known as their psychopaths. Inspectors uphold the law by subjugating, often with lethal force, anyone harboring the slightest ill will. Alongside them are enforcers, jaded inspectors that have become latent criminals, granted relative freedom in exchange for carrying out the inspector's dirty work. Into this world steps Akane Totsumori, a young woman with an honest desire to uphold justice. However, as she works alongside veteran enforcer Shinma Kugami, she soon learns that the civil system's judgments are not as perfect as her fellow inspectors assume. Hence, with everything she has known turned on its head, Akane wrestles with the question of what justice truly is, and whether it can be upheld through the use of a system that may already be corrupt. Coming in number 7 on the list is Zankyou no Terror. The word Van is all they leave behind after a terrorist attack on a nuclear facility in Japan. Therefore, the government is in a dilemma by their inability to act, and the police are searching for ways to crack down on the perpetrators. Moreover, the public are clueless, until 6 months later, a strange video makes its way onto the internet. In it, 2 teenage boys who identify themselves only as Sphinx directly challenge the police, threatening to cause destruction and mayhem across Tokyo. Unable to stop the mass panic quickly spreading through the city, and desperate for any leads in the investigation, hence the police struggle to act effectively against these terrorists, with Detective Kenjiro Shibazaki caught in the middle of it all. Zankyou no Terror tells the story of 9 and 12, the 2 boys behind the masked figures of Sphinx. They should not exist, yet they stand strong in a world of deception and secrets while they make the city fall around them, all in the hopes of burying their own tragic truth. Coming in at number 6 is Elfen Lied. The Dyslonius. Due to their dangerous power, they have been captured and isolated in laboratories by the government. Lucy, a young and psychotic Dyslonius, manages to break free of her confines and brutally murders most of the guards. And although she got shot in the head, she survives, falling off a cliff into the ocean and manages to drift along to a beach. She then lost her memories and she was named after the only thing she could now say, new. And the two who discover her allow her to stay at Kyoto's home. However, it appears that the psychotic side of Lucy is not dead just yet. Now number 5 is Zettai, Karen Children. Kyosuke Hayubio, an ESPer who was betrayed many years ago, is now one of the most powerful ESPers and also a fugitive. However, the anime describes that the villain, main character, lies a kind heart, and his main mission became to save ESPers who are mistreated by humans, even if that means by force. Through his methods, he has saved many ESPers. Through his methods, he has saved many Espers' lives and gained the loyalty of those he has saved. The name of his group? Pandra. Next on the list is Shiki. 15-year-old Megumi Shimizu dreamed of a glamorous life in the big city. However, her unexpected death marks the beginning of what appears to be a ferocious epidemic that turns the hot summer into a season of blood and terror. A young doctor named Toshio Ozaki begins to doubt the nature of the disease and comes to understand that, to discover the truth, he must abandon his humanity. Meanwhile, Natsuno Yuki, an antisocial youth from the city, is haunted by the sudden death of Megumi and must realize the pain of friendship in the face of his own tragedy. Toshio and Natsuo form an unlikely pair as they work together to save Sobuto before it transforms into a ghost town of vampires. Shiki, adapted from the horror novel written by Fuyumi Ono, goes beyond the average vampire story. It tells the tragic tale of the vampire in a world where one cannot easily distinguish between good and evil. The anime focuses on the main character vampires who have only their will to live and prove that they are not villain, as they clash with the fear of the villagers who became paranoid. Shiki explores the boundaries that separates man from monster. Coming in number 3 is Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo has become a cruel and merciless city, a place where vicious creatures called ghouls exist alongside humans. The citizens of this once great metropolis live in constant fear of these bloodthirsty savages and their thirst for human flesh. However, the greatest threat these ghouls pose is their dangerous ability to masquerade as humans and blend in with society. Based on the best-selling supernatural manga by Shu Ishida, Tokyo Ghoul follows Ken Kainki, a shy college student who is instantly drawn to Rise Kimishiro, an avid reader like himself. However, Rise is not exactly who she seems to be, and this unfortunate meeting pushes Kaneki into the darker depths of the ghoul's inhuman world. In a twist of fate, Kaneki is saved by the enigmatic waitress, Toko Kirishima, and thus begins his new secret life as a half-ghoul, half-human, who must find a way to integrate into both societies. Coming in number 2 is Code Geass. In the year 2010, the Holy Empire of Britannia is establishing itself as a dominant military nation, starting with the conquest of Japan. Renamed to Area 11 after a swift defeat, Japan has seen significant resistance against these tyrants in an attempt to regain independence. Hence, LaRouche Lamperouche, a prince of Britannia, unfortunately finds himself caught in a crossfire between the two nations' armed forces. Therefore, he is able to escape. However, thanks to the appearance of a mysterious girl, Cece, who bestows upon him, Geass, the power of kings. Realizing the vast potential of his newfound power, the power of absolute obedience. As a result, Lelouch embarks upon a perilous journey as a masked vigilante known as Zero, leading a merciless onslaught against Britannia in order to get revenge once and for all. And finally, at number 1, Death Note. A Shinigami can kill any person, provided they see their victim's face and write their victim's name in a notebook called a Death Note. One day, Ryuk, bored by the Shinigami lifestyle and interested in seeing how humans would use the Death Note, drops one into the human realm. High school student and prodigy, Light Yagami, stumbles upon the Death Note and, since he deplores the state of the world, tests the deadly notebook by writing a criminal's name in it. Hence, while seeing the criminal dies immediately following his experiment with the Death Note, Light is greatly surprised and quickly recognizes how devastating the power that has fallen into his hands could be. Well, that's it for today. This was the 10 anime series where the main character becomes a villain. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.